it's my privilege to honor Mr. George Anderson.
Still standing.
All right.
Something down
I'm
again,
going to stick
baby.
to the script pretty much on this, so I don't build up any eye sweat or anything like that as we go through this. I do want to say, though, that this has been very hard for me, listening to the hype and the rumors and sitting in the copy room with Mr. Carolyn yesterday and trying to figure out if this was a big send-off for Mr. Minch, or if Elizabeth Warren was coming to talk to Raylan again, or if former President Barack Obama was coming back to where it all started. Everybody, I even heard Andy Courtney was going to be the Teacher of the Year. This has been all kind of rumor mills flying, and I've had to sit here and look people in the face and be like, I don't know. I'm going to Georgia this afternoon, I don't even care. You know? It's been tough, but it's been fun. So, with that being said, I'm going to stick with this. I normally like to look people in the eye, but I don't want to drift. And if you've been in my class, you know that all it takes is a reference to my kids boxing or the Marine Corps, and it's over. So, let's go ahead and get this rolling. To start with, I've got a lot of people to thank. This is a much bigger deal than I thought it was when I submitted my application back in July. I'd like first to begin by extending my sincere thanks to our Honorable Governor Kim Reynolds for being here today to present this award and see firsthand what a JFK Pep Assembly can be like. Y'all better show out. I also want to thank you for your commitment and dedication not only to the Iowa Teacher of the Year program, but also to all of the stakeholders in Iowa's education system. I look forward to the work that I'll be able to do with and on behalf of your office in the coming year. Thanks as well to you, Dr. Ryan Wise, for your leadership and vision as we lead Iowa's youth into becoming 21st century learners and tackle the issues that are important to teacher recruitment and retention in our state. I'm excited too, freshmen. Let's back it down a notch.
Correct.
All right. I also want to thank Superintendent Noreen Bush for your support and encouragement from the first year of arrival into our district, helping Melissa and I. To be fair, Melissa really got it. It was more for me. To get our heads wrapped around the role of standards, to your unbridled optimism for student learning as our district superintendent. I very much look forward to working with you and the district in the role of Teacher of the Year. Ms. Belia, from my 11th hour desperation in July and my unorthodox approach to acceptance, I have to thank you for putting up with my questions, dragging my feet, and late phone calls. I can't thank you enough for your guidance as I start this incredible journey. You've been flat out amazing, helping me to get my head wrapped around the idea of this role and how to embrace it and its opportunities. For that and what's coming up, I sincerely thank you. Jordan Corey and your friends, Grace, I don't know where you're at. A special shout out for raising my daughters this summer while I stared at my computer screen for days trying to figure out how to answer the question, why should I be Iowa's Teacher of the Year? And seriously, I stared at my screen for hours and got nothing. To the JFK admin team, allowing teachers the room to accomplish the mission, being open and receptive to feedback from staff and your ongoing efforts to establish and maintain a culture conducive to student learning and growth, I thank you as well. I know it's generally thankless work, but you are appreciated. I also want to thank my mom, stepfather Ed in the stands. Mom, you gave me a model of how to work hard, grind, and realize success my whole life. I can't thank you enough. Pops, I hope you're taking a break from that motorcycle run in the sky to see this. I miss you, man. To my sister, Jessica, and my nieces, Charity and Patience, you guys have always been there for me, and moving up here from South Carolina to Minot, Iowa is my home. Thank you. To my own daughters, Summer and Brielle, thank you for being you and providing a purpose and daily joy in my life. And Stephanie, my wife, my best friend, I don't even know where to start. I wouldn't be here today if not for you and your faith in me way back in the day, when the choices and paths I was on were not ones to realize any success. You never gave up on me or quit believing in me, always believing in someday, and I hope one day to be worthy of that support and love. I haven't always been who I am today. Thank you. All of this is a result of your belief and faith 17 years ago. Finally, I want to thank the staff at JFK. Seriously, this school and y'all are simply top notch. We always talk about culture, but without all of you, it just wouldn't work. Counselors, most don't see your work, but we know how many hours you spend trying to help students realize their goals and path needed to achieve those goals. Our medical team, always advocating for students and going above and beyond. Our cafeteria staff, coming up with ways to create a mobile food service to help students get breakfast in the building, all the little personal touches you put into meals. Our custodians, from late night returns to events or banquets, you always make sure in the morning this building's squared away. To all our intervention specialists, facilitators, paras, our SRO, Officer Hanson, the ladies that run the school on behalf of Mr. Klein, and any other group I'm missing, thank you for your efforts on a daily basis. Unsung heroes, all of you. Never in a million years, when Dr. Wazinski took a shot on me and gave me an opportunity to teach, I think I would end up here accepting this award. I know a great many are also wondering how this happened. I struggled mightily with answering the question of why I should be the Teacher of the Year. And I kept coming back to, I'm not. But I worked with some that could be. Barry Wilson comes to mind. How many kids has that man mentored in the 40 plus years he's been in the classroom? Truly, we stand on the shoulders of greats. We stand on the shoulders of giants. From retired greats like Dr. Aldrich, Glenn Golden, Joan Steinmetz, Cheryl Lindo, Pat Grady, Bill Herkelman, and many others, to those colleagues we've lost in Catherine Kittredge and Rick Neese. Our school has been blessed with teachers that are willing to work harder, care more, and continually go above and beyond. From providing essentials for life, like the Cougar Corner, the pantry, to teaching academics and mentoring in real-life issues, all of you teachers, coaches, directors, and producers care for our students in the class and beyond the hallways. It is truly an honor to be counted among your ranks. Thank you for embracing me, for helping me, and your contributions to who I am as a teacher today. This is truly a collective award. Throughout this entire process, I kept a running list in my head of other teachers that could receive this award. Teachers I've collaborated with, stolen ideas and lessons from, laughed with, shared students with, and occasionally sparred with. Every time I tried to think why I could be Teacher of the Year was met with the realization that any of you could be as well. So I accept this award on your behalf and as a recognition of the outstanding that we do as a team in this building every day. Seriously, y'all, I love coming to work and seeing you in the halls, commiserating in the copy room, and grumbling on long PDs on a Friday afternoon. Even when we have hiccups and morale is low as a staff, we always pull through together. It's not always pretty, it's not always textbook, but it is always 100. And it is always focused on what's best for the students. Teachers, I'd like you to please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give the teachers a round of applause? And finally, the why, the students. I want to thank you students for being here. Even ones that called out today, or you might take a little more patience and effort, I thank you. You provide us with the opportunity every day to start a new adventure. You provide us every day with reasons to develop and get better, to embrace teaching and tech changes to better serve you and your needs. Most everything we do here is because of you and what you bring to the table. We're not perfect, but we are a consistent work in progress, and where you find effort, you will see results. Continue to push yourselves in class and activities. Continue to develop with relationships with adults in the building, because I guarantee you that no matter who you are, somewhere in this building is an adult that you can connect with, that you can learn from, that you can use as a sounding board for things that are happening in your life. I'm in room 106. Understand you're the most valuable player on this team, and I thank you for being JFK. Embrace these 4 years of your life here. I'm not naive, and I understand some of you sitting out there thinking, yeah, right. But understand, many times it's the teacher who's the gruffest or hardest to talk to that's your biggest advocate behind closed doors. In conclusion, I want to extend my sincere appreciation one more time for you all, for Dr. Wazinski and Cameron Beats for the letters to help me get here, for each of your unique and individual contributions to this building and our culture. I genuinely love being here. I look forward to the challenge of representing for you and advocating for us on some of those issues we commiserate about in the copy room. Thank you, friends and colleagues, and all honorees in attendance.